And the next thing you notice is this cabinet on stage. It has 13 slits at the top and the bottom. That's where we'll be inserting 13 solid steel blades. You'll also notice how the blades will go right to the top and right out the bottom. The remainder of the holes are viewing holes, and these are for you. The next thing that will become quite obvious is how Madame Twisto here will fill the cabinet quite nicely from the top of her head right down to the tips of her toes. And as we close up the cabinet, locking her inside, there is no way out. You can see underneath completely at all sides at the top. Starting with 3 blades, the biggest. We're going to start to divide the box. As we divide the box, it gets smaller and smaller. Less places for Madame Twisto to hide. The first blade slides down, dividing the box in half. Now you might think she might have split to one side or the other, curling up like a python. Well, if you move to this side, she better move quickly away because we're dividing that in half. And if you think she might be in the other side, well, we're going to make it a little tighter in there. Sliding in another blade, now divided into 4 sections. But we still have 10 more blades to go. As each blade goes in, there's less and less space, less and less wiggle room. And this is when Madame Twisto has to contort and twist her body, dislocating her joints, moving around as each blade comes down, sliding, squeezing like a snake, contorting around its victim. Her joints are like rubber. She's like a big rubber band in there, twisting up like a pretzel. With a little bit of salt on that and some mustard. As we slide down yet another blade and yet another blade. Any room she might have. In fact, when all the blades are in, she's managed to find a little way to wiggle in and be contorted inside there. But it's so tight in there, she'll hardly have room to breathe. Her rib gauge is constricted. She must do extremely shallow breathing. She's in a very tight spot in there. And when you're in a tight spot and you find a tight spot, and I know I enjoy a tight spot, there's only one thing to do is keep inserting the blades. Making things tighter and tighter. Until we've just got one more to go after this one. And it is tighter and tighter still. And this would be the tightest spot of all. And it's stuck. When this is the tightest spot of all, you know what to do in a tight spot? Just, oh, there you go. Problem solved.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, now many of you may be thinking no normal human being could be still alive inside this box. But Madame Twisto here is far from normal. And to prove it to you, every single one of you, every one of you, will be allowed to come up on the stage here in just a moment. Hold on. In just a moment, you'll all be allowed to come up on the stage and view the spectacle that it holds. To prove to you